Hi, and welcome to this week's news show. I'm your host, Maddie Desher. The first story this week centers around the homecoming assembly that occurred this past Friday. Here's Corbin Waffle with the details.
Friday at homecoming week is always an exciting day for the students at Boone High. The assembly included coronation, electrifying dancing, and the parade. To start off the assembly, junior class president Braden Beersner announced the homecoming court. Nolan Newcomb was crowned king, and for the girls, Kennedy Bass was named queen. After coronation, there was a dance battle between the students and adults from the crowd, featuring songs from the past and present. Following the battle, a group of senior boys known as the Candy Shop took the stage to dazzle the crowd with their dance routine. The drill team followed up with their own well-performed dance also. And to finish off the assembly, the student body witnessed the school-wide dance step for the first time. From Boone TV, I'm Corbin Waffle.
Thank you, Corbin. Last year, Mrs. Beaver created a new tradition in foods and nutrition. Rachel Ryan has all the details on this year's Cake Wars.
Everybody loves cakes and friendly competition. The foods and nutrition classes have combined them again for another round of Cake Wars. Competition was fierce, each group putting forth their best to impress the judges. Each group struggled, but they persevered through all the bumps along the way.
The ups were that we worked together and we had fun, and our cake won, and the downs were we could have worked better together.
Time was of the essence for students, and the 5 extra minutes given to them before judging began was definitely put to good use.
Yeah, probably would have had more time. Probably looked a little bit nicer when I had to rush everything.
So if we had more time, I think that my group could have frosted it more carefully so that it would look better.
The annual Cake Wars have been a fun tradition at BHS for many years. This has been Rachel Ryan from Boone TV.
Great job, Rachel. The ag classes had the chance to tour some local agricultural businesses. Here's Nathaniel Brown with the story.
Thursday, September 24th, several local businesses and Boone Chamber of Commerce teamed up to take a group of FFA members on an agriculture tour around Boone County. The purpose of this tour was to expose students to the agribusiness in the community and build interest in pursuing an agriculture-related career.
Students that attended the Chamber of Commerce Ag Tour Day had a great opportunity just to gain some exposure and some experience with local businesses and be able to actually see what they do on a daily basis. And I think the big skill that they hopefully learned was entrepreneurship and what it takes to actually go out and start a business.
Students first learned about the operations at Crop Production Services. Manager Will Woodruff showed the equipment used for their chemical sales and talked about the advances in farm technology. The second stop of the tour brought students to Bloomgren Seed. President Sean Bloomgren showed students their production facility and drones that they use to check field conditions and even capture some great farm photos. Bloomgren thinks the tour was a great opportunity for the students.
So I think that the young generation is absolutely paramount in that, because we need people to challenge us. We need people to come up with new ideas and constantly refine what we're doing.
The final stop on the tour was Snuss Hill Winery in Madrid. For many students, Snuss Hill is the highlight of the trip. General Manager Chris Hudnall showed students the process that the grapes go through from the vine to the bottle. Snuss Hill is a little different than most Iowa agriculture and is one of the most popular agritourism stops in Boone County. Boone Chamber Director Kurt Phillips said that he thought the tour was a success and can't wait for next year's trip. This has been Nathaniel Brown from Boone TV.
Thank you, Nathaniel. There are many students at BHS doing amazing things. Senior Sarah Heiler is one of them. Tanner Frost has more on Sarah's involvement with the World Food Prize.
A student of BHS is receiving outstanding honors for her fight to end world hunger. Senior student Sarah Heiler was chosen by the Iowa Youth Institute to represent Boone after participating in the World Food Prize. I talked to her advisor, Mrs. Watkins, and Sarah herself about these honors.
Sarah was selected based upon her outstanding scholastic work here at Boone High School, and she also has a background in agriculture, and the process included her writing a paper which had to be submitted to Iowa State.
So I wrote a paper for the Iowa Institute, and then from there I presented at the Iowa Institute on my paper and got selected to go on to the world level.
So for the World Food Prize, you pick a country, and I chose Nicaragua, and you choose an issue facing that country, and I chose to focus on malnutrition. And then in your paper, you talk about a potential solution you could implement for that country.
Sarah will represent Boone as an outstanding scholar at the Global Youth Institute. This has been Tanner Frost from Boone TV.
Thanks, Tanner. Every sports team at Boone High is led by a strong group of seniors. Here is Kurt Yeager with more on the seniors that head up the boys cross-country team.
As the boys cross-country season is coming to a close, it will be the last time the seniors get to run high school cross-country. Senior Derek Kahn said what he liked about cross-country and why he liked it. He also plans to keep running in the future.
Getting to know all the new freshmen, see how they do, run the meets. I know what times I've been this good, but it's still a lot of fun. Cross country helps me stay in shape for swim team, keep up my stamina so that I can still go the distance that I need to go and not be dead tired by the time I'm done. I'm going to try to. I probably won't run as much as I should, but I really want to continue to run so I can stay in shape, not get fat.
Senior Ethan Patterson started cross country his freshman year. He said it's not been his favorite thing to do, but it's been a great way for him to push himself and get himself into shape. You're doing good, Ethan. The Boone Cross Country team will miss the seniors when they leave, but the seniors are leaving with a smile on their face.
There you go. This has been Kurt Yeager from Boone TV.
Thanks, Kurt. The Toyota football team competed hard in last week's homecoming game against the Carroll Tigers. Here's Justin Elsner with the recap.
It was homecoming week in Torador Nation, and Boone was taking on Carroll. Let's see if the Toradors tame the Tigers. Carroll took no time and drew first blood with a 70-yard touchdown by Isaac Smith. 2 minutes later, Carroll found their way back into Torador territory with a series of quick runs, resulting in another Tiger touchdown. After Carroll put up another 7, the Toradors were down and needed to make a move if they wanted a chance at this game. Boone started to pick up steam right before halftime. Running back Caden Sherrard ran through a giant hole, resulting in Boone's first touchdown of the night, making the score 21-7 going into halftime. Carroll found the end zone 2 more times in the second half, breaking their lead open by 27 points. With time winding down in the game, Boone's quarterback Tanner Schminke took off for a great run, but fell just short at the 1-yard line. On the next play, Boone ran the exact same play, but Schminke found himself in the painted grass this time for the Toradors' second touchdown of the night, but it was too late for the Toradors, with the final score being 34-14. From Boone TV Sports, I'm Justin Elsner.
Thank you, Justin. A very popular segment from last year is back. Here's Alex Carey with What's Trending.
What's up, Boone High? My name's Alex Carey, and I'm going to attempt to replace the Mr. Cool, Joey Brooks. Let's go. With the high school project now complete, we now have a state-of-the-art facility. No more grungy cafeteria, old wrestling room, or asbestos. Allegedly. So that got me thinking, what's your favorite part of the new high school?
It's definitely the cafe because it gives place for students to study and eat food.
To be the CCI because you can go up there and you can relax and do your homework.
The library?
We are smack dab in the middle of football season, high school, college, and the NFL. One of the best stories from our neck of the woods is the Iowa Hawkeyes. It had been a dark time in Iowa City the past 3 years. The Hawks are trending up this year with a 5-0 record and a number 22 ranking. All thanks to Captain Kirk. Have you heard of the new movie, The Martian, starring Matt Damon? Apparently many others have, as it brought in a near record $55 million this past weekend. The film holds a 94% score on the review site Rotten Tomatoes. Mr. Damon spends most of the movie alone on screen, and his performance has received rave reviews. I'm thinking of trying out for the next sequel. That's it for this week. Please check back next week for What's Trending. I'm out.
Thanks, Alex. And thank you for watching this week's news show. We will be back Friday with the latest news, sports, and entertainment at BHS. In the meantime, you can watch and read all our stories at BooneTV.com. But before we go, here is Question of the Week.
Question of the Week! Question of the Week!
From dancing all night to spending tons of money, many students have their own definition of fun. We asked BHS students what was their favorite part of homecoming week.
My favorite part of homecoming week was the dance.
My favorite thing about homecoming week was probably seeing all the awesome and sporadic costumes people could come up with and just seeing what everyone had in their creative mind.
Probably all the dress-up days.
My favorite part of homecoming week would have to be the party bus that we went on before the dance.
My favorite part of homecoming week was dressing up for Twin Day.
My favorite part about homecoming was probably going to the dance and hitting the quad with my homie Lisa Peterson.
Question of the week. Question of the week.